helping people should not be about tearing folks down.
All right, so we are here today with Wayne Goodwin here in the Roberts Center. Wayne, thank you so much for coming, taking the time out of your busy schedule to come speak with us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course. So Wayne, you are a former North Carolina insurance commissioner, and you are currently running for the same position. So tell me a little bit about your background and why you've dedicated your life to public service.
Well, I'm from a small town called Hamlet in Richmond County. It's in the Sand Hills part of the state. My father was a farmer and a grocer. My mother was a textile worker for a long time, and then she was a teacher's assistant when the mills started closing. Attended UNC Law School after going to UNC at Chapel Hill on a Moorhead scholarship, and eventually went back home to practice law.
So Wayne, tell me a little bit about what the insurance commissioner does and how it affects the everyday citizens of North Carolina.
You know, I think when it comes to this office, despite all the complex duties that are involved with it, it comes down to this. You know, the insurance commissioner is supposed to be fighting for you, fighting to keep rates as low as possible, making sure that, again, insurance companies don't take advantage of you. In addition to those things, is involved with building codes, is the state's fire marshal, and is the chief educator for senior citizens on their Medicare options, and is in charge of Safe Kids North Carolina, which deals with protecting children. On my watch, during 2 previous terms as commissioner, I saved us $2.4 billion. We had the lowest average car insurance premiums in the whole country here on my watch. So is having that behind the scenes steady fight to protect consumers, protect everybody, so that you get what you pay for, you pay as little as you need to, and you save money. I believe we can do and must do a better job of holding insurance companies accountable and having access to affordable health insurance and saving people money. And my record is a strong record. I stand on it, and I want to continue that strong record as our next insurance commissioner.
So I know that you have a special connection with Crumley Roberts, especially Kimberly Roberts, who is our Chief Marketing Officer here. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh my goodness. Well, I have several special connections. First, I start with Kimberly. She and I have known each other a long time. We did attend the Richmond Senior High School together, graduated from the same class of 1985, Richmond Raiders. As for Crumley Roberts, you know, I mentioned that I'm also an attorney, and I've been just enamored and impressed with the work of the attorneys here at Crumley Roberts. I continue to be impressed with their great work, and it's also going beyond the courtroom and how the law firm, how Crumley Roberts is very active in the community from a philanthropic standpoint, but also helping to improve, you know, wherever they can be of help.
So Wayne, I know that your advocacy has always been done in kindness, which is very important. So how do you feel about the current political climate, and how do you think that citizens and candidates can change the current political climate for the better?
The current political climate is very frustrating, angering, and disappointing, because helping people should not be about tearing folks down. And the lack of civility, the increased, you know, hyper-partisanship doesn't help people. It divides communities, divides families. I've seen this happen, and it's very unfortunate. We should be fighting for those things and supporting those policies and supporting those candidates and causes that unite us. And this lack of civility, this hyper-partisanship, all that we're seeing play out right now in 2020 politics and leading up to this election year does nothing but divide us. The way we can solve it is to try and focus as best we can, and encourage others to focus on that which unites us. That'll help turn things around. I won't say it'll solve it immediately, but it'll help a great bit. And maybe it will encourage someone to get in politics for the next generation that's in it for the right reasons, not about power, not about ego, but about helping others. I have instilled that with my children. My daughter and son, they've spent their lives watching their father and their mother be involved in public service and be involved in politics, and they've seen how sometimes it cannot be the best thing, but they know the true reasons that their mom and dad have been involved in it, and I hope that they will pass that along to their children.
So speaking of your wife, Melanie, we know that you have recently lost her, and I just hope you know that everybody here at Crumley Roberts, our hearts and our prayers are with you and your family. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to speak about Melanie and her amazing life and all of the wonderful things that she did for her family and for her community.
Well, not sure where to begin. It's just been a little over a month since we lost her. But I tell you, she's the strongest person I will ever know. She believed in public service. She believed in doing the right things. She worked for the Council for Women and helped women and families and children on issues even before she went to law school. She went to law school, and then after she graduated, she moved from where she was from, actually moved down to Richmond County, where I was, and started her own law practice. She was incredible. She was a great mom, a great wife, a great best friend, a great lawyer. And then later on, she became a chief deputy commissioner with the Industrial Commission, so she became a law judge, administrative law judge on workers' comp cases. And notwithstanding her being diagnosed with cancer, and a lot of families are afflicted with that, she continued to fight, and she didn't let it knock her down and keep her down. She kept fighting, and fighting for children and families and people who were hurt in some way. And it was always about how to help other people. And that, my gosh, that inspired me. It still does. And that's how I'm able to keep going right now, because I know that's what she'd want me to do. That's what she'd want the kids to do.
You have an amazing family. You're doing an incredible job. You keep fighting, we'll keep fighting, and hopefully together we can make this world a better place.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for your support. Thank you most of all for helping all of us understand, really what is involved with, this great civic duty we have of choosing who our leaders are. And I just look forward to whatever happens, look forward to making our state a better place than the way we found it.